name is Jim Zimmer. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Teaching and Learning, and I'm collaborating with Jodi on this study of teacher professional identity, and particularly working with Jodi on the quantitative data analysis piece of the project.
My name is Jodi Nickel. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Education and Schooling, and our project is called the Emergence of Professional Identity.
Wow, I can picture everything that is occurring.
Well, there's some suggestion in the literature, and we have also heard this from our program advisory committee, that a strong sense of teacher professional identity is linked to retention of teachers within the profession.
When you go into a classroom,
in addition to that, we have a sense that we're going to learn a lot about our curriculum, about our assessments within the program, and about the learning of our students through this first cohort of the Bachelor of Education program.
When I was a classroom teacher, I think I entered the profession with a strong sense of ideals, the kind of teacher I wanted to be. And I suspect our students will feel that too. As we look at the data from first year, many of them are also idealistic. I want to be a teacher who's very student-centered, and I want to create this warm, caring environment. Well, what happens when a child's their behavior is really challenging and you find that you're not creating a warm environment? What can you do to resolve the dissonance between the kind of teacher you are aspiring to be and the kind of teacher you find yourself being? There are a lot of things that shape a person's professional identity as a teacher. In a large part, it's their experiences before they ever entered the teacher education program, the experiences they had with teachers, either positive or negative, that shape the kind of teacher they aspire to be or want to avoid becoming. There's also their emotional experience. What do they feel when they're in the classroom with children? So if they have a very positive experience where they see the light bulb come on for a child, and that's really exciting to them, and they realize this is what it means to be a teacher when I can actually build a child's confidence and help them to be successful. But then there are also the times when they aren't successful and don't know how to reach that child who's struggling. And so their emotional reaction to those circumstances, either positive or negative, shape their identity and the way they see themselves as teachers. Well, the survey data we collect at the end of first year, and now this coming year the students are in their second year of the degree, so we'll collect it as part of the course that they do their portfolio in. When the students create their portfolios, they divide all the artifacts they collect, so some of the assignments, the lesson plans, and so on, into 5 different categories, and those are the areas that they're being assessed on for successful completion, the Alberta education standards. And one of the things that we're trying to do is create a common language so that the students know these are the goals I'm aspiring to, this is what Alberta education expects me to learn, and if those are the outcomes that we're seeking and the students know that we're seeking them, then they can identify, you know what, I haven't made the progress towards this particular outcome that I think I need to make. And so that helps us adjust the curriculum to fill in the gaps where they say they need more.
One of the things I'm particularly interested in following is to see how their experience of practicum and working alongside practicing teachers in the classroom affects the various dimensions of professional identity that we're studying, to see if it changes their perspectives and views on things like self-efficacy, professional orientation, and so on, the dimensions of professional identity that we're looking at. I think this will be one of the few as well that looks at things longitudinally across the full 4 years of the undergraduate program, and potentially, as Jodi was mentioning, post-graduation into their first year of teaching in the profession.
If our students, our graduates, are able to articulate who they are as teachers, that sense of identity is more likely to sustain them when they face challenges and they realize, I'm willing to do what it takes to resolve this particular teaching challenge, whatever it might be, because of the strong sense of identity I have as a teacher, the strong sense of mission I have, that I think this profession is important and it makes a contribution to society, and I know I can be successful at it if I'm persistent.
What kind of paper is this?
If they don't have that strong sense of identity, it's easy to say, you know what, this is more challenging than I thought it was going to be. I don't think I have the persistence level to stick with this.
Well, I think professional identity is at the core of what we're trying to achieve in our graduates. I think the faculty in the program would all agree that teaching is a very noble profession. And what we're trying to do across the 4 years of the program is cultivate that sense in our students and future graduates as well, a strong sense of a teacher as a professional.